Good morning. Good morning. It is, I believe it's October let me look at my calendar because I actually have no idea. It's Saturday. I know that much. Like October the 27th, 2012. I am sitting in my hotel room in Chicago, downtown Chicago, at the Ritz. Uh, I came here for a kind of like a networking event, quote unquote. Not really networking, but more so to potentially meet some new people to do business with. Along with, by being Halloween weekend, I went and partied with a few friends. And earlier yesterday, I had some cocktails with one of my close friends, Greg, and some of his friends. So, you know, Chicago always does a good job of entertaining me. And I was able to meet some of my followers, so I'm so grateful for that. Um, but every time I go out of town, and most of the time when I go out of town, I'm by myself, and so I have a lot of time to just like think. And there's a certain situation that I was going through. It's not a bad situation. It's just that when you want some things to happen and they don't happen, you kind of are in a state of, you know, disappointment or even in some cases denial. And as I was packing my stuff to get ready to check out the hotel, I just really, you know, I guess an epiphany came to my head. And basically, that epiphany was one of the most difficult things to accept in life is that certain things just weren't meant to be. A lot of times, we all, me included, try to force different situations to actually go through, whether it be different career choices, different friendships, different relationships. And it's almost like we're fighting against the current. And that's not how life is supposed to be. You're not supposed to be constantly going one way and then all the wind energy is pushing you the complete opposite. And so I just wanted to do this video because sometimes in life we just have to accept the fact that it just wasn't meant to be. When that is, that's kind of up in the air. But certain friendships just weren't meant to be. Certain relationships just weren't meant to be. Like every time, and as far as relationships, when I pursue someone, I'm always optimistic that something greater will come out of it than just a quick conversation or anything like any casual sexual encounter. But certain things aren't meant to be, and and the thing about it is we can't script life. Like we can't do it. All we can do is get up and breathe with the air that God gives us every day. And hopefully that's just how we can and when he gives us the air, us to just do everything that we can and just have a great life. But over time that I've definitely learned that you can't expect things to happen that are not supposed to happen. And it's very disappointing, but then it's also, when you look at the bigger scale of things, it's also fulfilling because if certain things do happen that God is not in God's plan, if it's not in God's plan, it's going to be a disaster. And I think that many people get into relationships, whether it be business relationships, like I said, business, personal, friendship relationships, and it ends up being one of the worst mistakes of their life because they are manufacturing something that shouldn't have been manufactured. They're creating a scenario or a situation that wasn't meant to be, and they're staying in that situation trying to force it to work when it's just not going to work. So, um, I hope that this message blesses someone, because me packing my stuff, getting the hell out of this hotel, and having my own little time to really think, it sure just blessed myself. Sometimes you got to speak a word to yourself and hope that somebody else receive exactly what you received as well. So that's all. I'm gonna keep it short. Do me a favor and subscribe, comment, and like on the video. Like if I post it on your Facebook or I tweet it to you, comment on the video. It's statistical stuff that YouTube does that, yada, yada, yada. But also follow me on Facebook. That's www.facebook.com/Laban King Music. And follow me on Instagram. That's Laban King. And Twitter. That's Laban King. And also subscribe. The button is right up here. Subscribe. And tell your friends. Tell your friends about it. So I pray all is well. God bless. And I'll see you soon.